Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video, and what I'm working on is a 2-page layout, but they're different styles. On this side I have two 4x6 photos. This is a special page protector style that comes from close to my heart. I haven't seen anybody else who makes it in this style, which is 4x12 with the 2 pockets and with the extra gutter here. So if you're looking for it, you need to go to close to my heart because that's who has it. And then over here I have more of a standard 6x12, and I've got my photos in there already the way I think I want them. Now, will they stay that way? I don't know. They almost have to. Really, I can only switch, these, move it pocket to pocket here. That's it because of their sizes. This is meant to have two 4x6s, which I want. And then I've got some 3x4s. I suppose I can take that out if it'll allow me to, because I do want to kind of show something here. This is hopefully the camera will pick this up. You see that if I do that? This is the Design G page protector from Becky Higgins. So it comes as 12x12. So what's on the other half of this, I cut off. I just wanted this configuration where I have two 3x4s and two 4x6s. But the thing I want to show is, hopefully you can see it better without a busy photo and just the back of the white back here. Look how that goes right up to the edge. Just because of the way these are made, the pocket up here I feel is slightly smaller. It's not maybe a true 3x4. So if you decide to do this and use it in this way, you will have to cut down any photos that you use in this outside pocket. You probably only need to cut off about 1/8 of an inch, so it's not a huge amount, but just be aware that if you don't like this going right to the edge, you will have to trim it. I decided to take out all the photos from their pockets because I am going to embellish, and so I need them out anyway for that. And then speaking of embellishing, I did pick out 2 things prior to starting here, and it's these little pieces of ephemera. I love this one because it's pink, which matches. It says Paris, has the Eiffel, hello. It really goes with my photos. And then I liked this one that says, "Let's get away." It's just the hotel key, and we did stay at the Paris. And again, it's pink, so I like those. Now, having said that, there's a lot of pink happening here. So I think I need to bring in some black because I've got this very, very dark blue / black background here. So I need that. And I think I just need it to really offset what's happening over here. Otherwise, it's going to be like in your face pink more than I would care for. So I do need to offset that in some way. So I already know it will be much easier to find a 3x4 card that works here than to find a vertical 4x6. Vertical 4x6 almost don't exist for pocket pages. It's been my experience, they are extremely hard to find. Everybody wants to make the horizontal orientation, but not really the vertical. So I'm guessing I probably will end up making my own of some kind, which is fine. I'm just not sure what all that will be. And with using these, who knows how that'll come together. But I can start with a 3x4. So I've pulled out my cards that I had put together for things that I thought might work. Don't really remember what's all in here. So I'll go through those and just see what I find. I think I have found the cards that I want to use. I found this one for the 3x4. It has both pink and black, which I wanted. Plus it gives me plenty of room to journal here, which is great because I do want to talk about, we were so excited and had to take pictures of everything. And I've been to Vegas before, but it's been a long time. My friend had never been. And so we just felt like sensory overload. We're taking photos of absolutely everything. And we even had to get the flower wall at our hotel. So I definitely want to talk about that. Then I picked out this card. Obviously, it's meant to go this way, but I think I want to use it this way. However, that means I have to cover this up somehow. And these, 2 little things that I have over here are not going to cut it. So I've got to come up with a clever way to camouflage that somehow. And I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I'll figure it out. I went looking in my stash of scraps of something I could use to cover this. And I pulled out the black ones thinking, okay, if I could find something black and white, that might be good. And then I found this in there, which I didn't even remember I had. It actually says oui. So it's French. And I think, if I remember right, this is from a Messy Box kit that I got years and years ago. They haven't even offered that kit in a long time. And I think I held this because of the fact that it was French. Because I have been to Paris. I'm sure I'll go back at some point. Well, I'll be going back to France, even if it's not Paris. So I think that's why I held it. But I think I'm going to cut out a little bit and see if I can just camouflage that right there. And then maybe I can layer some things, because I found this as well. I had used it on a different layout, cut off the bottom and kept the rest. It works because it was nighttime. That color actually looks like this goldish tint in the tower here. So I'm wondering if I can just figure out how to layer those all together and make it look good. I cut down a piece of that here, and it does cover up the middle portion. I could even make this a little more narrow and it would still work. I haven't decided on that, but I just wanted to see how it would look with these pieces on it. And I like it, but it's still too pink. So I either need more of this kind of goldish hue, maybe even a wood tone, because this photo has kind of some odd lighting in there. And then I was thinking about gray, because my friend has gray in her shirt. I'm wearing a gray sweater. Gray is a neutral. So I'm wondering if I can somehow layer that in, find a phrase that's gray, just something to break up all the pink and black. I think I have found a combo that works. I actually found this piece of paper in my gray scraps, and I didn't like the dots, but most of those are going to be covered up, so I think it'll be fine. And it's a very subtle gray. I didn't want it too dark, so I like that. But it's enough of a contrast that it works here. I do think, though, that I need to ink this just to make it stand out a little more. And then I pulled out my gray phrases, and so far I don't really see anything that grabs me. I thought about this one, but it seems too busy against this, so I don't think I'm going to use those after all. All right, I inked both pieces. I thought I was only going to do the gray, but I did this one as well. I think that was the right choice because it does stand out much better, I think, against that pink. And I just used a very old ink that I have from Stampin' Up! Going gray. I don't even know if this one is still considered part of their neutrals anymore. No idea, but it's still going strong, so I use it. I have put the card together, layered it how I think I want it, but I think it still needs something else. And because it's got gold lettering here and it's got this color plus the photo over there, I think I'm going to do some gold ink splattering here as well as on the 3x4 card. I have mine at the ready. I am using Glitter Mist and the color is called Sunflower. It's a little more yellow than like the Heidi Swap gold that everybody loves but is discontinued. But I think it's a nice alternative. So I still choose to use this one, and I think it works quite well. There. Let's take a look at that. All right, I think there's a good amount on there. When it comes to this, I generally believe less is more. So I will leave that and move on to the 3x4 card. Here you can see the splattering I did on the smaller card. Again, not a lot, using the less is more mentality, and I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to let those dry a little bit, and while they're finishing up drying, I need to think about what do I want to do next. I feel like there's a lot of blank space here. I need something there, but I don't know what. Maybe something gold now that I've chosen to do this, and maybe something here. It feels very blank. I could even hang something off the bottom maybe here. I don't know. I have choices, so I just have to figure out what do I like. Well, I didn't find anything to put up top here, but I did find these stickers in my stash, and they have sparkly gold here. I think I want to put one of those on this card just to bring in more of the gold and kind of help with the layering idea. Plus, if I have it down here, it's far away from this one. I wouldn't want those next to each other, so it wouldn't work to have it here anyway. So I think I just need to pick out which size will work best and then stick it on. So I adhered the sparkly geotag and I love it. So glad I did that. I do think it helps bring that together, but it definitely makes it feel blank up here. So what I'm doing is I'm taking out this little pouch I have, and these are all small word phrases related to travel or just general things that I could maybe add on here. So I'm thinking again, maybe gold, maybe pink. I feel like there's a lot of pink, but it's broken up by that dark background. So we'll see what I find. All right, so in that pouch, I found several interesting things. I found these, which are way bigger than what I was thinking, but I kind of like the idea of the hashtag dream, because in my journal, I'm going to talk about how we originally booked a different place first and then decided, no, we want to go fancy frou-frou and Frenchy French and all of that. And so we switched to the Paris. So I could do that. Now, I thought I was going to do it up here. It might cover up too much. I do also have the option of just doing hearts around it, which, you know, love from Paris. It works. And then I could also do one here. I could sprinkle them around, visual triangle, all of that. So I do have that option. Then I also found these. Forgot I had them. I actually put rub-ons in there. And to use another Eiffel Tower, I think would be too much. But I love that this one says hotel, because I could do that like right here and then put a heart with it because it was actually in our hotel. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I think I have it done. I decided to do the rub-on, which I did. Hopefully that's showing up well on there. Perfect, I think. And then I decided to take several of the little hearts that are on here and sprinkle those around to make a visual triangle. So I did that one as soon as I did the rub on. Then I chose this one, which is more open for the top. It helps to fill that space. And then because I like having odd numbers, that's actually a design thing I've learned. Like, oh, it makes sense. That's why I like things in odd numbers. So the principle of having odd things, so I wanted 5. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here in that little cluster. And I think this one is done. I don't think I need to do anything else to it other than the journaling. So here's another one finished for Vegas. Thanks for watching.